Hello friends, it's Reza. Thanks for joining me at Reza Blade, which is my channel. If you are new here, I do reviews and tutorials, all sorts of nail art things. I do especially like to review stamping plates, and I kind of, I do some swatches, give you some ideas, tell you a little bit about the stamping plate, and if I know anything about the images. Maybe some trivia here and there, and then I do a couple of manis. Right now I'm still doing my Jackie O moonlighting as a member of Bauhaus impression. Got a really bad skin infection on my left hand, so right now I am out of commission, but there's got to be a new normal for me at some point. This infection has been going on for quite some time, so cross your fingers for me. Anyway, this review today is kind of unique, or different at least. I'm doing a 3-plate review. These are the Bah Humbug collection by Hit the Bottle. It started out one year, I remember these coming out with the first kind of a normal size plate, as we might call it, and then these two larger sort of deluxe plates. This one is number 2, and this third one is Bah Humbug number 3. So I just realized I did not plug in my mic. I hope you've been hearing me. Anyway, that's a new one on me. Anyway, I did want to just put my little disclaimer in here. These plates are meant in fun, in a different kind of Christmas spirit. There's a kind of a grown-up reference, at least one. If that sounds no fun, then I know these are non-traditional Christmas plates. You might enjoy a little more my Graceful Christmas Collection video. I also have an upcoming video on the new ET plates from OU London. So hopefully you'll find something else that you prefer. If not, thank you for sticking around, and I think you're really going to have a lot of fun with these. These are a lot of fun to me. I really enjoyed. I actually almost literally couldn't stop doing the nail art. So I've got 3 manis, and most of you, my subscribers, do please like, comment, and subscribe. I'll tell you a bit more of that at the end. Anyway, but if you're my subscribers, you're probably used to me doing 2 manis for each review, one kind of for each hand, when I used to be able to, show you everything nice about the nails on my fingers. Anyway, but not only, I had to do a whole extra one with a little guest star from the Embrace the Darkness, or the Darkside, I think, 03 plate that I reviewed. That review too is in the link, if I remember to put it in there. It is on my channel though. So another really special thing about doing these plates is Hit the Bottle is an Aussie company, and it's really nice for me to finally give the Graceful Christmas Collection the warm Christmas, summer Christmas kind of nail art that they deserve. So that information is also in my description box below. So I know that was a bunch of stuff to say up front, but I hope you enjoy these. So I'm going to start with number 1, and then anything obviously from plate 1 I'll go ahead and show you. So we have A Christmas is Canceled, Jingle Bells, Santa Smells, and then one really nice thing about a lot of the Hit the Bottle plates is they offer you 2 sizes of image. That's a little more apparent on these upcoming plates 02 and 03. Once Michelle hit the stride, she never looked back. So I think you're really going to like what I have up for you. And if you're waiting for my paper swatches, those are at the end. Anyway, so we've got an actual Bah Humbug, and then Jingle Bullocks is like Jingle Balls in a rude way, but funny. At least that's my understanding of the word. Do comment below if I'm not right, because I know bullocks can be kind of horse patootie too, like, bullshit. Anyway, oh, excuse me. Anyway, so we have what I think is a surfing Santa, and then Where's Your Christmas Spirit? I Drank It. Look for those, keep those words in mind. I mix and match the text on these plates and some of the images a lot in my nail art. We've got some upside down Christmas trees, not literally from the upside down. That would be a little gross if you're a fan of Stranger Things. Hey! Bah Humbug. We've got some nice text here. What I will do a lot of times in these repeated text plates, images, they're fine as a tile. They're great. I do use them. but half the time I use them, I cut out everything else with a little bit of Scotch tape that I keep on the side of my workstation. And then I'll use only the one little bit of text there. And I do this with this particular image here of the Scrooge kind of stooped over figure. We have some fun skulls in Santa hats, and that is absolutely my aesthetic. So I did include that one too. So since I showed you that, let me go ahead and show you. Here's my Santa hatted skull, and I did a blood kind of smear from one of my Halloween plates, and then I did Merry Creepmas, which is from one of the future 01 or 02. I'm sorry, I lied, 02 or 03 Bah Humbug plates. So I thought that was a lot of fun. That's definitely kind of my style. Where's my Bah Humbug Man? Here's my Bah Humbug Man. So here's my Scrooge. I have him. That lovely shade there is a polish, P-A-H-L-I-S-H polish, but I do not believe you can get it anymore. And that's the Bah Humbug that I grabbed. If your images aren't popping out the way you like them to on your nail, go ahead and try it with a matte top coat. The one that I use is called Mattify Me by Nevermind. I'm going to move my dachshund. I used to have Doxy puppies. And anyway, so I have one Christmas ornament in the world. Nevermind, Mattify Me. The link is below. So that's in my description box too. Most of the stamping polishes I use here are Hit the Bottle. I thought it was only right and just that I would do that. Anything else from... I'll go ahead and show you this Christmas spirit. Here's a Santa in his tidy whities. And I probably should have mattified this. You can see the specular highlight kind of... Oh, here we go. So Xmas spirit or Christmas spirit. I've got a gozer hair on one of my gloves. Anyway, so I like that one. That's a fun image. And that polish I used is called Nevermind Christmas Cookies. And I'm going to put this aside so I know that I've mentioned it. All right, so that takes care of 3 of them. Let's try to go on to number 2. Now, here we go for number 2. I know 2020 was pretty stressful for everybody. Really fun thing about this plate is that if you're doing a New Year's mani, you can use this 2020 and just exchange that 0 for the 2 at the front and, paste it on there with some sticky base coat, or what I often use is this LA Colors Cheapo top coat base coat. It stays sticky a bunch, longer than most top coats, and it stinks as a top coat, so you're going to want to make sure that you put a glossy top coat on front. So here we have some little skull trees, Seasons Creepings, which I did use on... I'll show you the manicure after I show you the rest of the images on it. So here's our big Santa. Here's Krampus. This year's image for 02, he's got the bag on his back and the traditional, like kind of, I don't know, dry sticks or whip or whatever he carries around. Maybe it's a flail, kind of 9 tails. We've got Merry Krampus. We've got, this looks like Jack Skellington, but in ornament form. Shop, stress, buy, blah, 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 all that. And then I really like that. You can put that in a mani along with It's Beginning to Cost a Lot Like Christmas. That's really on theme. So, when you get these, think about the images that you can kind of combine together in a mani, whether it's, Santa drinking champagne with Happy New Beer or something else. So here's another single skull tree. And then we've got some eyeballs as Christmas lights. Resting Grinch face. That's a fun little word phrase that I would like to put on a mani maybe. Here we've got some maybe Norse looking line art. It looks like paper cutting, which is a really beautiful kind of elegant art. So this one actually is a neat kind of flourish to it because you can use this in a traditional regular old Christmas mani as well. We've got the skull with crossed candy canes. Kind of pirate, kind of not, you know, upgrade to pirate, Christmas pirate. Beer, here's some more beer. Here's some awesome snowflakes. Also paper crafting, they could be paper cuts. They're, it's not like I'm a paper cut nerd, but they are beautiful if you look it up online. And then this is awesome. We have our gingerbread men, but they're gingerbread skeletons. Here's a 2020 image. Of course, that can still be altered. Here is Gruß vom Krampus. It's spelled with the V-O-N. Traditionally in German, this grammatically would be vom, V-O-M. Really easy to take that half of the N and add it on, which is what I did when I used this image. We've got a fun Krampus here. We've got some skeleton deer or reindeer, whatever. They're stylized, so I can't be proscriptive. Anyway, we have an awesome water skiing Santa and some more text here with the Merry Krampus, let's get baked. That would be for the gingerbread guys. Happy New Beer. We've got a reverse of the paper crafting image. I really love this Bah Humbug guy. That is one cranky dude. I do not want to mess with him. But I'd love to run into him after he's been visited by a few ghosts that convince him to be generous. Dashing through Merlot. This is fun. This is a really interesting things for Yanks or Americans to know. This is actually Bah Humbug. So I have to be just totally honest, which, you know, I am. I thought this was Bah Hot Dog, and I thought it was the cleverest pun in the world. I was so sad I didn't have time to do these as a hot dog. You could totally make it into a Bah Hot Dog. You could have like some, you know, mustard squiggled on there from another plate or freehand. I steal little lines and squigglies from other plates all the time. So anyway, that's a thought. Here we go. More. I think we're good here. So now that I'm putting this guy down, I'm going to show you some of the stuff that I've just teased. I wanted to keep it with Hit the Bottle. So these two plaids are from Hit the Bottle's Material World plate, which is a great plate. I do have a video. I'll link it below. If I forget, please comment and remind me, because I really do want to do that. And then I did a gradient from black to like silver gray with the Krampus text all over it. And then this evil guy, which, believe it or not, is on a black nail that I coated with an orange for Christmas. And if you see all those shifting colors in that bottle, it made this when I put it over black. I think that is awesome. You need to buy that and keep it for Halloween and for, you know, and maybe even Valentine's Day too, but definitely for Christmas and Halloween. This guy, this particular incarnation of Krampus, he's from 03, plate 03. So, and these chains are indeed separate. They're from some, I think it's a Born Pretty plate. But anyway, I don't know it offhand, but I stole the chains because traditionally Krampus takes the naughty ones off in chains. So, okay, I've really come to appreciate during this whole endeavor to do all this nail art as black as night. This is the biggest size of the Hit the Bottle, and I'm so glad she made these available. Beautometry sent me this one. I'm in love with it. It's just the best. And I do have the Snow Me White, which is the white, but I just wanted to tell you guys it's really awesome. Anyway, what else am I telling you about from plate number 2? So a lot of these are mixtures. I tried to really kind of show you how I combine the plates, because I don't know what I do without all three. So I do recommend all three. What am I getting together for you? Well, what I'm getting together for you is something I forgot to show you from plate 01. It looks like I forgot to use my acetone to get rid of those little peelies. So what I did was, I can't hold this up for you, and because it's a 3 series. So this is actually Spotch from Graceful Polish's anniversary trio. But I had a Hit the Bottle polish that I got that I wanted to try out for that. I did pay for that. And so we've got Santa on his sleigh. We've got one of the reindeer. This is so funny. What am I going to do? Here, let me use this thing. I got this whole thing. I might as well use it. No, nope, just think sequentially. Okay, first one, Santa. Second nail. Third nail, reindeer. Second nail, accelerating reindeer. And if I could hold all three at once like a normal human being, then I could show you. Well, I'll take a picture of it anyway. And all the Manny pictures will be on me fingers in the Instagram, maybe in the little video image, whatever. The word escapes me, but you know the term that you click on when you... you know what? I thought it was coming to me, and it's just really not. So let's move on. I do have an issue. I get fibrofog sometimes, and words escape me. The big words, not so much, but the little words, they do. So what am I doing? I'm looking at number 3. Oh, I did. I showed you. I didn't show you. Here's my skeleton one. I stole some text, 'Tis the Season. Anyway, I really like that one. That one I did matte. And now let's see. Okay, this is fun. We're going to get through the rest. So, we have Merry Christmas. Most of us, I mean, I have certainly been in a mask all year. There was a kind of a woohoo, hooray after I got my vaccine, and it was like, oh yeah, no, my ACU friends are still giving people really sad news. So anyway, so here's Koala with a hat on. And there's a, like she does, there's a bit, by the way, look at this gnome. I didn't use him, but it was because I'd done like 16 nail arts already. But anyway, where's the guy? I want to show you. Here's my koala. You see? And I used him, and I remember back to that crossed candy canes little thing I showed you. I did crossed candy canes under my koala. And this is Tinsel Kiss. This is one of the graceful polishes. Isn't that amazing? Anyway, sorry, I do really like this collection, and I do plan to continue to use it a lot. Let's see. What else am I going to tell you? I'm going to tell you that this is a Santor, and we'll see that text below. These are scribble trees. There's a scribble tree down here, and here's Santor. Santor is coming. I think that's really fun. Ho, ho, ho is made out of toilet paper. Goodness, wouldn't that have been a nice gift at the beginning of the pandemic? Lit as a Christmas tree. Here is a very sinister snowman. Merry Christmas. We have a Christmas Pooh, and no, this wasn't actually inspired by Hanky the Christmas Pooh. So I gotta tell you, here's the adult part. Fast forward 30 seconds if you don't want to hear it. It's not going to lick itself is actually because these candy canes are naughty bits with tips. So that's what I'm going to tell you. That's all I'm going to say. If you don't know the rest, Google can help you, or maybe your parents will help you. I love this Christmas bone tree. I love the bone images from Plate 02. And that was actually what inspired this season's Creepings Manny right here. And then this one is one of the COVID ornaments from Plate 03 with a very small Merry Christmas image of that Santa wearing a mask. So what else should I show you on this plate? I'm going to show you all the things and give you ideas. So the Krampus, this Krampus text is part of what I used for that Manny with Krampus and the plaid and everything. We have here a reindeer. It's like a jackalope, but I guess the Aussie version. So not, yeah. And then I did like a traditional winter kind of scene, except it's set in Australia, and I didn't know whether to put in deciduous trees or palm trees. I don't know whether you're on the Gold Coast or wherever you are, but here is a reindeer for you for Christmas. Merry Christmas. Okay, so I've got my reindeer. Let's talk pickles, shall we? So there is I first saw it at Cost Plus World Market. They do lots of fun imports, and they were selling a glass pickle ornament that said on the packaging that it's an old German tradition. And that's true. Beautiful glass ornaments, those globes especially, are a great German tradition, fine German glass. That's my understanding of where that started, but that's right off the top of my head, so please verify. You know me, ridiculous trivia you'll never use. Anyway, so I did some research on this when I saw them on the plate, and we don't have a glass pickle ornament, but some families do in the US, where they were told it was a game in Germany. But a lot of people do now have a pickle ornament, and the kid who finds it on the tree either gets to open their present first, or they get an extra little candy or gift for Christmas. So everybody, kind of like an Easter egg hunt, but on Christmas and with ornaments. So, you know, that's why I brought out my little glass dachshund. I wish I could remember the name in German for those. Is that Geisskuhn? Nope, I'm not going to remember it. I think it ends in Kuhn, though. So, we have Grinch Squad. We have some festive shrimp. I'll never unsee that. Or prawns, I guess, if I'm speaking British English. So, here's the image of Krampus that oh, by the way, this is so important. The most important Christmas color stamping polish that you will ever get. I have used like half of mine. It's a Vermilion to 1 by Hit the Bottle. Sorry, all my labels are like that because I spill acetone all the time. This is the Chief stamping polish. It's great over black and dark colors. I present to you Exhibit B with all of the Vermilion to 1. Anyway, I know my reds don't quite match, but I got them close, and that's what counts. And I literally just threw the nail that I was about to show you. Anyway, so here's the pickle nail I did. I put that on, so I used the gingerbread color. This one's called Gingerbread Man from the Graceful. And on that I did, it's a Hit the Bottle polish. But I did the emeralds maybe, Hit the Bottle polish on the background. And then I tried to get my shading right on the pickle with the light bit up front and doing some darker as I went back. Tell me if that was successful or not in the comments. I'm kind of thinking it was just silly, but you know me. I have doubts. So what's the rest of this? Let me try to run you through it quickly. I know I'm going over 20 minutes here. So I showed you, here's an animated Krampus. That's a lot of fun. We've got some more Grinch Squad texts, Team Grinch. That can be paired with the Grinch text on plate number 2. So we've got the ornaments or ball garland, maybe, of COVID-19, SARS-CoV-2 viruses. And then we've got a roaring Krampus, which is very, very menacing. So one of my favorite text bits is meh. I didn't exactly know where to put it, so I didn't really put it anywhere. We have not again. And I'm just thinking, like, you know, maybe do the skeleton little gingerbread man from the other one with like a leg missing, and maybe put some dotting tool kind of crumbles there. Not again, they're eating me again. I don't know. This is all supposed to be fun, so just think of fun stuff that you could do. So let's move our way back up here. So we've got some more of those. Here's just a repeat image of those Rainaroos. And then I've told you about these. Here's some more of that menacing snowman. Here's some holly with some red skull heads, or, you know, do whatever you want. But this is a tile image, but I did that with a single kind of a French tip look. I always like to do at least a couple of those. I did one this time, but we've got these little skeleton berries here, or skull berries. And I did that with a matte top coat. And funny thing, when I used to do medieval reenactment, and holly, three holly leaves with 3 berries is on my coat of arms. So anyway, I'm a dork. We've got a surfboard for Santa. That would be a fun movie. A surfboard for Santa. I would totally buy a ticket. Somebody make it. Santa doesn't believe in you either. That is great. I love that. Merry Creepmas again. I'm pretty sure I'm all done with this. Somebody used that little gnome. They're great. I've been collecting gnome stuff since I used to have a little garden gnome in my mom's rock garden when I was tiny. I guess I moved from California to St. Louis at 4. So for most of my life, almost, I guess 38 years or whatever, because I'm in my early 40s. We've got 2 more to show you. We've got a Santa with a mask on. Good for you, Santa. Thank you for keeping my mom well. Not going to get sad about that. Anyway, so Merry Christmas to you and to all of yours. And we have a repeat image here where I just used, you know, a pretty fancy background, maybe too fancy, you might argue. And this is Moonshine. That's the pearlescent or frosted white. Gosh, I feel like I'm done. Let me see. We have next videos. We've got the MoU London ET plates coming up in the next couple of days. We've got a little sped up demo Manny that I'm going to try, like a little tutorial, but that's just the music that people do. Tell me below if that sounds like a fun idea. There's a new brand that Beautometry is carrying called Candy Skull. Not Skull Candy, those are headphones. So anyway, but I got one of the plates and it is some kawaii little images and they're hilarious and fun and great. So, and don't forget that I have the Manny by Me video coming to you. I start working on that once I get the Magic and Myth December box in the mail. Do please subscribe. It really helps me out. Click for those notifications so you find out about my videos as I release them. At this point, I'm trying to crank everything out associated with the season. But, you know, I'm working as fast as I can. And your comments really help me out too. Tell me I'm not screaming into the void. Tell me that you're watching. Tell me what you like about it or, you know, what you want to see. I'm thinking about doing an Ask Me Anything video, collecting questions and stuff. But I don't know how many comments I would get. So tell me what you think about that too. Anyway, I really do like to hear what you like in the video and what you want to see in the future. And I really hope... Oh, I'm going to do it again. I forgot to show you the paper. At this point, I'm probably only going to show you the paper to show you it's perfect. Because I literally talked so much that my voice, my throat is dry. And I feel like I'm done talking. And the video is almost 30 minutes. But it is a 3-plate review. So, of course, oh, I forgot to show you this unicorn with the bicep flexing, except it's not a bicep because he's a quadruped. Well, yeah. Anyway, what I mean is that he's a horse and he walks on all 4s. So is that his bicep? Are you a vet? Tell me. I doubt it. I doubt it's a bicep. Jingle juice. Oh, I did forget to tell you about Happy Festivus. Tell me if you erect an aluminum pole, and you know, and if you... air your grievances on December 23rd every year. And tell me if you participate in feats of strength and if you've seen any Festivus miracles. So that is my video. I tried out a couple times trying to give you a trivia reward. Oh, humbugs, not a hot dog. I totally stopped telling you that story. Oh, good. I finished it at the end of the video. I'll write to be continued beneath it. Anyway, I thought this was Bah Hot Dog. It's actually, Humbug is a hard candy. In the UK, I believe it's mint flavored. They're black and white. This is them. And in Australia, they're aniseed or licorice flavored. So, or you could just make it be a hot dog. Well, that's your reward. I finally finished that story. And I will see you soon. Have an excellent holiday meal, whether you celebrate or not. And I look forward to hearing about your Black Friday deals that you got and everybody what you bought. See you later. Bye.